One of the great joys of my later success was that it enabled me to put Fred through medical school. To this day, Angie's children and grandchildren are among the closest members of my family. During the 50s, when the children were old enough to be on their own, Angie gave up a fine career as an X-ray technician to accompany me on my tours. She was my secretary, my wardrobe mistress, and my all-round Girl Friday. In her eyes, I was an idol as well as a brother. I was playing an engagement at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami Beach during its heyday. Angie and I were staying in an $800 a day suite, which was in my contract, and living in a grand style. Unbeknown to me, she had received a letter from my business manager asking her to try and get me to cut down on some of my expenses. Angie knew very well of my extravagant nature. She decided to pitch in and help out by doing my personal laundry instead of sending it out and paying exorbitant prices to the hotel for washing shirts, socks and shorts and the such like. On one of Angie's laundry days, I went out to lunch with friends and then did some shopping. All of the merchandise was sent to the hotel, and after I returned, the bell captain asked if he could deliver the packages to my suite. Angie quickly took down her makeshift clothesline to avoid embarrassing me. When she answered the door, there were 5 bellboys carrying my purchases. She quietly did the necessary tipping, and once they were gone, made me aware of the letter about my expenses. She could not comply with the request to be more frugal about spending unless I cooperated. That was the last time she ever did my laundry in the bathtub. There was another incident that happened at that very hotel involving a very different kind of dirty laundry. I was very upset about a magazine article that had made fun of me in a very derogatory way. The famous and powerful columnist Walter Winchell was in the audience on the night I tried to defend myself on stage. It was so painful that I did it without a trace of humour. And when I saw Walter after the show, he said, "Kid, don't ever fight your battles in front of an audience. Nobody wants it. There's only one place for dirty laundry, and that's in the laundromat. If you can make it entertaining, that's fine. Don't do it deadpan seriously." It was one of the greatest lessons of my life. I thought of the times where I'd seen performers start getting on a soapbox on stage. I was so embarrassed for them. I felt like getting under the table. So what if the public had read something a little nasty about me? It's in the back of their minds. They may have totally forgotten it. Why bring it up? They've come to be entertained and to have fun. And my job, and my only job, is to see that they get what they came for. Angie stayed on the road with me for at least a year, and those were the days when I worked about 40 weeks out of each year. We both felt the work was really too much for one woman. She still kids me about it. She says, "After I left, it took 4 people to replace me." She's very nearly right about that.